So, up until now, the only molecules that we've learned about are those that contain carbon. Carbon-containing compounds are often referred to as organic. Some of the things you might think of when you think of inorganic ions are things like potassium or sodium or chlorides. They often make up things like salts. These ions are found mainly in the cytoplasm of cells, and due to their natural polar nature, whether it's a positive sodium ion or a negative chloride ion, they will dissolve quite readily in water, which allows them to be transported around blood quite easily and to the cells that they're needed in. One place we see them mainly is in nerve cells, where they act as a triggering system to allow our bodies to send signals around our nervous system. Sodium specifically is also very important with controlling water levels in our body through the kidneys and through our cells. If we have a high amount of sodium somewhere, the water will rush into that cell to make up for the concentration imbalance. Another place sodium is important is the digestion of glucose, where it will pass through intestinal walls to help with glucose absorption through co-transport. Each type of ion has a specific place in the body. We've discussed salts, but there are also things like H+ ions which help control the acidity of a solution. In the case of our bodies, a H+ ion can directly impact the pH of the system, which means that if any form of protein is present in the presence of H+ ions, it can be directly affected, as we've discussed before, with proteins being amphoteric. Some other things that you can think of for inorganic ions are things like iron. Iron is extremely important for hemoglobin. When our bodies create the quaternary protein structures for hemoglobin, Fe ions are placed in the centre and are the things directly responsible for carrying oxygen around the body. The final type of inorganic ion we have to learn about are the phosphate groups, and phosphate is vitally important in the structure of ATP, in the structure of DNA. Their bonds are some of the stronger bonds in our body, but can still be hydrolyzed, which is a very important part for our ATP molecules that we've seen previously.